Good morning all, it's Darth Rabbit 07 coming today with another quick review. This figure I've had for 3 months, but after getting a hold of Fire Team 788, the Range Viper took a hold of me there, and so then I watched a couple episodes yesterday afternoon when I got home from the route. Season 3, episode 3, I Found You Evie, and it had the Range Vipers and Range Viper 3, also known as Vampira, I think is what we've seen on the shelves. It's got the skull. Got to get hold of that one next, but I'm going to actually get the original Range Viper in front of you today. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, all the stuff down below. Thank you again for watching. Thank you to my subscribers. You guys totally rock. Let's turn this around and take a look at the Range Viper's blue release. And there is the blue Range Viper, the original release, and its packaging. What stinks about this release is actually a Walmart exclusive, and at the time of this taping I found me another one for $35. I think it was originally $24.99, but considering it has quite a huge loadout, because in the show they grab everything, they scavenge stuff, so they pick up stuff along the way, and that's demonstrated very well in season 3 episode 18, I Found You Evie. So all that said and done, all this doesn't really work anyway on the side there, but he's number 76 in the release, and is like I said, a Walmart exclusive, which is a big bummer. There is, like I said, it's on sale for $35. If you can get out there, you can get a hold of one yourself. Let's get this guy and his loadout out of the box and take a closer look. But before we get him out of the box, pause and scan here. If you're looking in store, maybe you can get lucky since it is a Walmart exclusive. Now let's get him out of the box. This is what he's like in the box there, guys. We'll take a closer look at the background art here in a minute. Absolutely adore this face sculpt, the way that looks and how it goes. I'm getting him free of the bindings. This inside box art just looks really, really awesome, but I'm going to happily forgo that, and or they can keep it in the background on card as well. Don't know how they're going to tackle that moving forward, but I think the figure should speak for itself. And speaking of the figure, being a survivalist, he makes good with the resources and tools that he's got around, so we naturally utilize the cardboard and the rope there for his little miniature camp here on the display. Going through the loadout, you get the saw or landmine pick. Goes on his belt. You get an axe. This one's fairly, oh, it's got a little bend in it and stuff, but that therein is my nitpick with this as well so far. As we will get into the other stuff there, there's this pistol with the extended mag, looking really, really sweet. This guy's pretty bent as well, kind of a mild bend compared to what we have lastly, but this thing actually does rotate around, or it did, yeah. It has a rotating little thing on the middle there. That's pretty cool that it does that rotation. And it has blast effects ports. You get a clip for the other weapon, and the other weapon is probably the biggest example and something that's been throughout the entire line, bent on better quality weapons. This stuff should not be this bendy, flexy, gummy, have to heat it up in water out of the box. I mean, this is pathetic, Hasbro team. You gotta be better at this, because this is a really, really awesome figure, and that is my very big part of negative there. So I'm going to do the hot water trick off camera. While we're waiting on the water to boil, I thought we'd just go through real quickly the articulation and the stuff for this figure. So at the head, you can get all the way around there at the head. He can't look all that far up, it's kind of tight in there. Can't look that far down either. But that head sculpt is what I absolutely adore. And it is actually a helmet and not his brain matter that you see there, but very, very nicely detailed. Painted in gray on this one. Looks really, really awesome. I love the texture of the vest. This is like a really nice vest. It's got some grenade rounds there and other assorted goodies there. You got the little place where you'll put your saw mine scoop on the side there. Stabbing weapon. You got full T-pose with this guy, and that just seems to be, you're gonna have to heat up the joints, I guess. But you could get a full T with that. He's got a butterfly hidden by that vest there. Upper bicep swivel. He's got some big old muscles and whatnot. I like this. He's got the skin tight stuff going on. Pinless, double bend at the elbow. Very, very tight on mine. He's got the wrist that go the one way on the right hand and vertical on the other. And there's the hot water. I'm going to go ahead and step away from this. Gotta say, guys, one shouldn't have to brew their freshly straightened weapons right out of the box. It's really pathetic, Hasbro. Back to the figure's articulation. You got a waist that you can move there. You got an ab crunch kind of hindered by the vest, kind of like Beachhead and Crew, but that's okay. You can kick up this far. You can go back not really far because of the way it does. It's got the drop down to where you can get some splits going on, but not the full van damage. That's okay. You do got upper thigh swivel there. Nice, super tight on mine. Knee bend there. Get that much to the knee. You've got a boot cut swivel, and you got the obligatory boot going on to boot. And you get that much rocker. So really, really good deal here. Really, really sharp looking, sharp detailed range viper. Probably one of my favorite of the Troop Builder Troopers, and that therein is the other aggravation. Much like Target with the Cobra Island stuff at the beginning, this is him and Big Ben are Walmart exclusives. I don't like that at all. But that said, like that nice Cobra symbol tempoed on his shoulder there. And now the range viper is getting his feet wet because I was trying to just go through the joints there. So QC needs to be addressed all the same. And here he is a bare minimum loadout, meaning he's got the pistol and that knife stabbing weapon with his Fire Team 788 range viper counterpart. You can see what they look like right there to the side. Let's zoom in a little bit closer. Looking at how cool they are detailed, he's got the great Cobra tempo with that old school Blue Joe. He's got the Fire Team's black on the elbow, which the black actually was down here on his pants as well. Looking really good going down the side there. And there is the Fire Team 788. Boom. The back to back just looks really, really awesome. And he's got a 788 tempoed there and nothing on that sleeve. But very, very Cobra colors here. And I like the his tank looking colors there. Looks so, so good, guys. And a closer look to show you how that back flares out there. So I mean, there's both of those looking really, really awesome all the way down. Yeah, that black would have looked better on this side over here, and all the way down to the boot. That said, always there are two, and I will be getting another one of the Fire Team. I've got another one of the range vipers coming in, courtesy of Sci-Fi over a third-party seller at Walmart. He's got it going on. Getting into some final thoughts, guys. I highly recommend the range vipers. I think that they are a really, really great addition to be troop builders. The only thing therein is this is tied up with the HISS tank and some exclusivity that way. Around $50 for that 3-pack, but that gives you an extra bazooka trooper infantry, and it also gives you another officer for the HISS tank team. But these guys are really, really awesome. I'm going to have to go get Viper now, as she is the female version of these guys, and I think her bone mask looks really, really cool, but that's outside looking in. I'll get into that a little bit later. His little air hose came undone, but it's cool that what they've done here. I like the loadout. I love the attention to detail. That is some really, really spectacular detail on the backpack for both of these guys. And the only point of contention was I had to do the hot water fix to get the gun to straighten out. That QC needs to be probably talked about, acted upon, since I think there was like 1,500 Hasbro employees got laid off there at the holiday, which is a real shame. Really do love what they cranking out with figure wise here. Of quality can be better with the accessories. And that's about going to do it for Range Viper. I highly recommend the Range Viper, even still with my nitpicks and the known quality issues that's going on. I mean, I want to support them still, but and I love the Joes, and I love when they get really good stuff done. Now, if the accessories could be on par with the figure and the figure quality, that was a little bit tight, and I had to do the little hot water thing there to get the knee to loosen up, but can be done. You shouldn't have to for the price point these are. And that therein, I think, is the other the thing is they're trying to do more expensive stuff with less and or cheaper quality, and that stuff's got to be addressed in the future. Range Viper is really awesome. Check out that episode, Found You Eevee. It's a really, really good episode I watched yesterday afternoon. Thanks again for watching my channel. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, all the stuff down below. Thank you again for tuning in for a few minutes of your valuable time. Spend it with me. Y'all have an excellent day out there. Stay safe, and yo, Joe, guys.